Hello and welcome to Learn Digital Design. This will be our 16th Inkscape tutorial. We would really like it if you would visit us on the web at www.learndigitaldesign.com. Alright, well today we're going to do a very good tutorial. I think it's going to be a tutorial on making awesome eyes, and we're going to do it the easy way that anybody can do. Alright, let's look at one of these awesome eyes. How about this? How would you like to be able to do that? Well, this is very easy. It may look very complicated, but I promise it's very easy, and we will be using concepts that we have already covered in the previous tutorials. I don't believe that there is anything here that you haven't already seen as far as the actual concepts and tools that we'll be using. However, obviously you may need some help with the idea of exactly how to go about designing this eye. Well, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the circle tool and we're going to make a circle about that size, and we're going to make it a, well, let's see, about there on the blue. We can lighten it later if we would like. I think right there. Well, let's make it a dark blue. Alright, okay, I think that's good. Now, surprisingly to some of you maybe, the next tool we'll be grabbing is the star tool. Let's make a star. Well, that doesn't look like a star, does it? Well, let's go back to the original settings of the star and start from there. Some of you may have already figured out what we're going to do. Alright, let's grab the star over here, and let's, as you could see just a moment ago, let's move some stuff out of the way so you can see what we're doing. Alright, let's go to our star tool here. It's selected. Let's add some, and let's turn this down because let's turn this down to the original settings on 0, because I want you to learn from scratch what I'm doing here. Alright, I've added a bunch of corners here to it. Let's make it really, actually first of all let's lighten this one some, and now let's make this one really dark. Let's move this on top of the eye. Well, that doesn't look like the other example. Not yet. Remember when we covered stars in the other tutorial and we talked about randomization and you might never use it? Well, here's where we will already. Alright. That's too much. Let's go back to 0 and start from there. Wow, would you look at that? Little bit more. Hair more here. Hair less. There we go. Center it up a little bit better. And the next thing we're going to do is grab another circle tool. And let's change the color so we can see what we're doing here to black. Let's grab it out in the middle here. There we go. And as you might imagine, we're not done. We're going to select the background here, all the way back in the back. Alright, and I'm going to have to move fast here because we're going to be running out of time. Let's do Control D and copy it right on top of there. And now that that's done, we are going to grab our pencil tool here. Well, first let's lighten it up so we can see what we're doing. Control Shift F, fill in stroke. We're going to bring our opacity down. Here we can see what we're doing. Grab our pencil tool and let's draw an area that's going to be shaded here at the top of the eye. Okay. Grab both of these objects and we're going to go to path and intersection. Now we have that nice thing there. We're going to color it a nice, really dark blue here, and grab a gradient and bring it out like that, just like so. Okay? And we're going to do another one for the bottom. Alright, and I'm going to be doing a little bit off camera because we're constrained for time here, but as you can see, I just did another one right here on the bottom. And the next thing we're going to do is I want it a little bit darker right here around the back side right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a circle tool and draw it around here just like that. Bring it in. I'm going to do a darker color, and this time we're going to put a circular gradient on that. Better yet, rather than a gradient, let's just do a blur on it. I think the blur would actually look better on it here. And close this. Let's put it behind the people here. Very nice. And I think that's a little too dark, so let's lighten that up some. Right there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create this effect that you see in this other eye of this circular thing around the outside here to make it look a little bit darker on the outside. Okay, so what we're going to do now is grab another circular tool, or better yet, let's grab the entire, let's just make a duplicate of what's behind it here. Control D, just like that. Let's bring the transparency down so we can see what we're doing again, and we're going to make yet another copy with Control D, and we're going to inset it. Go to Path, Inset, and then we're going to push Control Shift left bracket or 9, and we're going to bring it down a good bit here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to select this one and this circle. We're going to go to Path. We're going to go to Path, and then we're going to go to Exclusion. And now you can see there that is there. There's that nice outer ring, but it's the wrong color. Let's darken it up some. Let's go to a really dark blue here. And then let's grab a radial gradient. Okay, and we need to start on the shape itself. If we start here, it's going to apply a black gradient to it. So let's start here, applying this, and then we're going to move it in. That's a little trick there. Move it in the middle there, and then bring that out. We can bring it as far as we need to get the desired effect. Okay? Now we are running very short on time, so I'm going to cut and do these two here. These are radial gradients, and then I'm going to come back and those are going to be there. Alright, and there we go. We've got our two shines. All I did here was made two circles and put radial gradients in them. But if I took any more time than that, we were going to run out of time. So, as we can see, these two eyes don't look so different. This is the one I showed you at the beginning of the tutorial. And this is the one we just created together. So now you can create awesome eyes with Inkscape, and you can do it the easy way. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please visit us on the web at www.learndigitaldesign.com.